Ligue 1 Lens vs Monaco prediction, team news, lineups preview. Still in contention to finish as the best of the rest, Monaco travel to the Stade Bollard d'Elis to battle Lens on the final day of the 2024-25 Ligue 1 season. Audi Hutter's men trail second-placed Marseille by 1 point heading into Saturday's showdown, whereas their hosts cannot finish any higher than 8th. Match preview. One of French football's biggest success stories over the past 5 years since their promotion to the big time in 2020. Lens have grown accustomed to nights of continental football recently, but Les Saint-Étienne will not be playing under the bright European lights next term barring an exceptional set of circumstances. Unable to replicate the feats of the wily Frank Hayes, who could instead now be about to lead Nice to the 2025-26 Champions League, still has overseen the true definition of a mixed bag of results this term, where Lens' only consistency has been their inconsistency. Les Saint-Étienne had won 8 and lost 9 of their first 17 Ligue 1 games of 2025 before last weekend, where goals from Jan Boho and Neil Elenoy saw Still's men hold Toulouse to a 1-1 draw. Their first stalemate of the calendar year. Lens are safe in the knowledge that their top half finish in the Ligue 1 table is secure, but to potentially nab a Conference League spot on the final day, they need to better 8th-placed Brest's result, hope Paris Saint-Germain beat Reims in the Coupe de France final, and also pray for Lyon to suffer a UEFA ban on account of their economic problems. However, the hosts have been beaten in both of their last 2 Ligue 1 home games by an aggregate score of 6-0, going down 2-0 to Reims and shipping 4 to Auxerre without reply. And 50% of their top-flight matches in front of their own fans this term have ended in defeat. As Lens mourn their European dreams, Monaco can make early preparations for another campaign of Champions League football, as Hutter's men have already rubber-stamped the top 3 finish that guarantees a spot in next year's league phase. A 5-match unbeaten run has helped Les Monégasques move out of sight of Nice, Lille and Strasbourg, who are all 4 points behind, and with Marseille only 1 point better off. The silver medal is not out of the equation for Hutter's troops. Against Lyon last weekend, 2 strikes from Takumi Minamino and Denis Zakaria within 6 minutes of each other sealed a straightforward 2-0 victory for the Principality side, who will achieve back-to-back top 2 finishes for just the 5th time by bettering Marseille's result against Rennes. The visitors do not have their recent away form to thank for their podium placement, though, as Monaco have only prevailed in 2 of their most recent 11 Ligue 1 games on the road, although one of those successes came in their most recent outing at Saint-Étienne. Furthermore, Hutter's troops have found the back of the net in 9 straight top-flight away fixtures, and a 1-1 draw at home to Lens earlier in the campaign extended their unbeaten sequence against Les Saint-Étienne to 4 matches since a 3-0 loss on the road just over 2 years ago. Team news. Lens did not come out of their draw with Toulouse unscathed, as left-back David Machado pulled up with a hamstring problem midway through the second half and has been ruled out of this battle. However, Still's defensive concerns have been eased by the return of ex-Monaco fullback Ruben Aguilar from his own thigh problem, and the former Monégasques man may have to deputize on the left against his former employers. Machado is one of several Saint-Étienne players in the treatment room, as Remy Lascari ACL, Balanzola knee, Joner Chavez ankle and Dennis Petrick back are also stricken. Likewise, Monaco's victory over Lyon was also not without sacrifice, as goal scorer Zakaria was forced off with an unspecified concern in the dying embers, and his availability for Saturday is now up in the air. Zakaria's possible absence would prove problematic for a Monégasque side already missing Alexander Golovin groin and Almasrati calf, so Sanguta Magasa is waiting in the wings if need be. The subject of intense speculation surrounding a possible Premier League move, which he has now shot down. Playmaking prodigy Magnus Akliush should support Mika Birith and Briel Embolo in the final third once more. Lens possible starting lineup: Ryan, Pauli, Ba, Gradit, Medina, Aguilar, Thomason, Mendy, Elenui, Satoka, said. Monaco possible starting lineup: Cone, Vanderson, Singo, Kerrer, Enrique, Ekliush, Magasa, Kamara, Minamino, Birith, Embolo. We say, Lens 1-2 Monaco. An unpredictable Lens side facing a Monaco outfit who have struggled to impress away from home has the makings of a fascinating affair. Albeit one with little on the line for both outfits. Hutter's men can always be relied upon to make the net bulge on rival territory, though, so we still expect the Champions League-bound Monegasques to claim maximum points and do all they can for second place. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.